all to the finals of the Dynamic Billard European Table Championships 2023. I would like to introduce the participants for you. Starting at table 4 in the women division, from Germany, Pia Filler. Her opponent, also from Germany, Veronika Ivanovskaya. Referee Jentaras Petrovas from Lithuania. At table 2 in the wheelchair division, from Slovenia, Mate Brajkovic. His opponent representing Finland, Juno Teti. And referee Eva Poskošilova from the Czech Republic. At table 1 in the men's division, from Germany, Stefan, Kasper. His opponent representing Switzerland, Ronald, Regli. Referee Mija Volkov from Slovenia. Players, please line for break.
No, just practice, guys and girls. Players to the table, have a little practice. We go live in 2 minutes.
So, welcome everybody. We are at the finals of the 10-ball European Pool Championships here in Tampere, Finland. And I have in the commentary box with me a very special guest here, Mr. Ralph Eckert.
Hello, David. It's a pleasure for me here to make the commentary here with you at this European Championship final match in 10-ball. And here we see Stefan Kasper on the break. Looks pretty promising here. Is the 9-ball in the way?
Wow, Stefan's having a look. Made 3 balls off of the break there, so...
Here we see the repeat. Okay, the second ball behind the one, obvious one. Another not so obvious one, and here he obviously has a shot on it.
And this final there, you see on the screen, Ronald Regli from Switzerland and Stefan Kasper from Germany, from Bavaria, I understand.
That's
from
right,
the Bavarian
from
region.
a little city called Memmingen. So it's in the southeast corner of Bavaria, near the Alps.
Okay, near the Alps. Well, if you're watching from around there, you've got your man...
Southwest corner, I have to correct myself.
Well, you've got your man on the table there, but Stefan here with a 4-9. That's a bit of a problem.
Well, it's a massive problem, yeah. I wonder if he can do a safety shot here. It's hard. I mean, you can... No, he's looking here.
There's not a lot of places to hide with a 6 and a 10 down on near the bottom rail. There's not a lot of hiding place.
If you hit it maybe very thin on the left side, try to hide the cue ball behind the 9 while the 9 ball is moving.
Oh, wow, that was under... He called the corner there, Ralph.
Man,
he called the corner.
I saw this shot. It's a kiss shot, you know. It's more like a trick shot.
Yeah,
but I would never mention it, you know, because that's a serious game here. It's no time for trick shots. But he tried it.
Ronald.
And Ronald
taking the 4 and down for the 6 ball.
He takes advantage out of this little mistake here from Stefan.
That was a brave effort, though. But it's worth taking that chance because I said there was not a lot of place to hide. The 6 and the 10 ball were down the bottom, and only the 8 ball
would have needed a certain touch, and we don't know if it might go in. You know,
yeah.
The cue ball was in the way.
Yeah, it was going. The cue ball did prevent it, so it was well thought of. But Ronald Regli from Switzerland is going to take advantage here.
Would you call him a heavy favorite here in the final, or how do you see it?
I think it could be. I mean, Ronald maybe has a little bit more experience on the international stage, whereas Stefan is relatively new, as far as I'm aware, to the international stage anyway. That was a shot that eventually put Stefan into trouble. He bumped the 9 over to the 4, which gave Ronald Regli relatively easy run out from there.
Yeah, maybe we have to introduce, because Ronald Regli is maybe a more well-known player here on the international stage, but on the other side, Stefan Kasper here on the screen. He's 34-year-old from Memmingen in Bavaria, and he's a former snooker German champion also. So he comes from snooker. He has a snooker background, and recently he won also he switched to pool like 2016. 2010 he was German champion in snooker, and then 2016 he switched to pool.
Okay.
And now he won the German championship in 8-ball and 9-ball. No, 8-ball and 10-ball. No.
Wow, look at that, 4
8-ball
balls.
and something.
Okay, just looking at that break there, 4 balls off of that break.
Wow,
Stefan made 3 off of his. Ronald making 4 there. And he's got a shot on the 1. 1 to the 6. Just avoid bumping into the 9. superbly done.
Yeah, that's a dream start for Ronald so far. Very sympathetic guy from Switzerland. I know him also for a very long time when he was still a kid.
You're showing your age now, Ralph.
Oh.
Ronald's been around a while now, playing on the international stage, European Championships. He's been at several times before, but this will be his maiden gold medal.
Is that right?
Yeah, we were just looking through the records and we couldn't find Ronald Regli's name on any of the trophies. Could be wrong there.
Maybe
but,
that's
all our records show.
Yeah, maybe that was the reason he was he showed a little bit nervousness in the semi-final, right? When he was leading like 7-1,
Yeah.
missing a few key shots.
3 10 balls he missed in that match.
Wow.
And 3 times the opponent took it. You know, and then got to Hill. He almost blew his chance, but here Ronald Regli can take the 10 ball for a 2-0 lead.
All right, that's a good start. And now we play alternate break.
Yep,
So-
alternate break. And, you know, it's a race to 8.
It's a race to 8.
Yeah.
So he got a quarter already.
25% of the way there to his first gold medal for Ronald Regli of Switzerland. But don't write off Stefan Kasper. He's had a few tough matches himself during the last couple of days.
Absolutely, he had a hill. The hill Ronald Regli, it was an 8-6 win, right?
Yeah,
Almost hill.
yeah.
But yeah, Stefan was really 8-7 winning over, you tell me.
I was in the office. That's why I brought you in here, Ralph.
I watched it.
Score should be 2-0 for Ronald Regli there. I'm sure it will catch up with us soon. Stefan just getting a little nudge there from 2 ball. Thought he was going to kick the cue ball into the corner. Cue ball still on the table.
So, does he has a shot on the 1? No, not really. Not to pocket it anywhere, unless he goes for another exotic shot like Banks or something out of that situation, but he's calling the bank in the side. I don't know if he has a...
He's got enough view of the 1, but I think...
Yeah, it's a two-way shot,
Yeah.
you know, in case it doesn't go. He was able to keep the cue ball behind the 8, which was, yeah, pretty good shot, though.
Yeah, and if the 1 did go, then he's still on the 2.
Yeah.
Because, of course, you know, that's the idea.
So it's not a good shot, it's an excellent shot.
It's better. Yeah, I mean, it's a 2-way shot.
Yeah.
If the 1 goes, you call the 1 to the middle. If it goes, you're still on the 2.
Yeah.
But if it doesn't, then at least you've put your opponent in a spot of trouble. Wow, wow, wow.
He's just potting it. Come on, he's just kicking it.
And he can see part of the 2, enough to take it on. There's a little cluster there, but this 3 ball, if he gets a good position from the 2 to the 3,
Yeah.
he'll be able to maybe just nudge the 6 out of the way.
Just
The
a little
pink 4
angle.
ball.
Then it would be like playing some straight pool. And
Oh,
that's not a little angle.
no, that is a big angle. That is a bit of a positional error there.
But he's going to play a very good safety now with the cue ball frozen between a 6 and a 4. You can imagine, like that.
Now Stefan has to find a way out here. Got the 1 rail kick. I'm not sure how much that cue ball is frozen to the 6.
Yeah, it's a big difference, right? When you
Yeah.
play safety, you better try to froze it up nowadays. Otherwise, they can create something out of it.
Yeah,
But
these
anyhow.
players are clever with the angles, working that cue ball. I see what Stefan can do here.
Well, even though it's frozen, he can still, with like one, no, probably 2 tip sizes of left side spin, he can still get it.
Oh, it is close. Got to be careful that cue doesn't hit the 6.
Yeah,
We made contact.
that's a good outcome. And look at that.
Very good outcome. Simply because that is a horrible place to be cueing. Ronald very, very close to the orange 5.
I wonder if he called something here rather than safety.
I don't think so. I think they
Yeah.
have to be a safe. Again, Stefan has to kick at the 3. The score is 2-0 to Ronald Regli. It's the score trying to catch us up here.
I guess he was a little gambling here and losing.
Yeah, tried to get that 3 ball. I mean, he called the bank, but really playing with that pace, I think he was just hoping for something else to happen there.
At that pace, maybe a 2-rail kick would have been a better chance to leave some resave here, but this looks like... oh, he hesitated a little. It's pretty much straight, so it's hard to get a position on the 4, isn't it?
Oh, look at that.
He created angle.
Yeah.
Strong player.
There are 2 other finals in progress at the moment.
That's right. Tell us about it.
We are going to go and have a look there shortly, because we're going to switch cameras occasionally, see a little bit of the other table.
That's luxury. Does he have some angle, or is it straight? Straight draw or follow? Oh, it looks like a draw. How straight is it? Very straight. He has to draw it like that. He's doing good.
Yeah, he's okay there. He's got the angle now. Take the 8 to the corner. Just let the cue ball roll down off the bottom rail and back in the middle, maybe. Always letting it slow. And that's a good shot. This for a 3-0 lead now for the Swiss man. I'm just going to go check on the scoring system, make sure it's working. Ronald Regli from Switzerland, 3-0 lead now over Germany's Stefan Kasper. I'm going to leave you here for a moment, Ralph.
Yeah, sure. We will continue and take a look at the review here from the break and some shots from the game. Here you see the start. It's a nice kick from Ronald. How about that? Yeah, and we have 2 other finals. The wheelchair final going on simultaneously, and the women's final between Veronika Iononskaya and Pia Filler. Veronika is already leading 1-0. In the meantime, while Ronald has a 3-game lead already in our race to 8. And look at that layout after the break. Can he create some safety out of that? There's no offensive shot, unless unless he's drunk maybe. But it will be a push out, so he's going to push the cue ball. That's a special rule, you know. If you're familiar with 9-ball or 10-ball, then the incoming player after the break always has the right. If you don't, it makes sense if you don't seize, if you don't have a shot on the 1, to roll the cue ball anywhere on the table, and his opponent, in this case Stefan, has the option to take this leave or give it back to Ronald. I couldn't really see who did the shot, so it was okay. Stefan was taking the roll out, and now that's left for Ronald. Playing a safety with the cue ball behind. No. That's always the case if you have two balls for cover possible, the 9 ball or the 10 ball. It's hard to make a clear decision, right? You are happy to get it behind any one of those balls, but if you don't make a clear decision, sometimes you enter exactly the window and right between, and left the shot for Stefan. That's the first real good opportunity now for him to collect a game.
Yeah, I mean, the balls are nicely spread there.
Wow,
Wow.
a lot of power.
That certainly was. And
Wow.
look at the position he's got. Real nice shot there. A few of the crowd clapped there. I was expecting a little bit more.
More power.
More clapping. I mean, that was a tremendous shot.
Yeah. Well, he's from Bavaria, you know. They eat a lot of white sausages there.
Okay, is that where the white sausage comes from?
It is.
Well, you're in the land of the black sausage here in Tampere. It's very famous here, the musta makkara, the black sausage.
I guess I saw it on breakfast.
Yeah, I mean, okay, they're nice in the breakfast, but it's really got to be fresh to actually appreciate it.
Okay. I might get the opportunity for the rest of the week, but let's go back here. It still looks very promising. He's still in control of that game. So we know it looks easy for a viewer, right? But you have to consider it's a final match, and you have to keep your concentration ball by ball, step by step, to make it really work and collect this, even though it looks easy game to collect it.
Yeah, I mean, he's got this 8 ball now, and he's got to either draw just behind the 10 or let it roll through. He's gone through. Perfect position on the 9. So 9 and 10 to open Stefan's account.
He was also 3-0 behind in his semi-final match.
Okay, so a little bit of a pattern there. Stefan takes his first point, trailing now 3 games to 1. I'm just looking at the other scores there. On table 2, we have the wheelchair division, where Slovenia's Matej Brakovic is playing against the national hero here, Joni Tati.
Yeah, he really became a national hero.
He
right?
really is here. Joni is one of the top Paralympic athletes in the billiards. And Matej has got a 1-0 lead there. That's on table 2. That's the Finnish hopes for a medal here. And down at table number 4, we have an all-German affair. Pia Filler against Veronika Ivanovskaya, the latter with a 1-0 lead. As we come back here, rack number 5, Stefan Kasper breaking off, trailing 3-1. Oh, look at the cue ball. Oh, that's going to hang on.
Dramatic, but he got a good result. Look at that. 3-6,
Yeah.
2 balls on the break. Good shot, good possibility on the 1 ball, and here we got a repeat. You see the most obvious ball, the second ball behind the 1, right? Always has a good chance to go into the side pocket, and he got also the 4-railer. Nice position on the 3, 4 sitting in front of the next corner. Hear the applause from some of the other finals we have. And this looks also very promising. And tell you what, he's a very consistent player. If there's some layout like that, he's very good in keeping the control over the game, not doing any silly mistake.
All right.
I mean, no one is really sure about it, right? To make a mistake.
No, you never know. Yeah, I think there, the only Deathy has pulled level there. 1-1 now with Slovenia's Matej Brakovic. And Veronika Ivanovskaya has got a 2-0 lead over Pia Fila.
All right, Veronika shows very good performances lately, right? She's
having a very good year.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, she's having a very good year. She, of course, came second, I think, in the Euro Tour. Elju Kibaroglu, she won the Euro Tour.
Exactly. And
Here in Tampere, but I think Ivanovskaya, Veronika won the last one in Austria.
that's right.
She had before that a few second places. Oh, it's a lady in form at the moment.
Yeah, but on the other side, you got 50% of a killer sitting there, right?
Yeah.
Pia Fila. And here we got ball, 10 ball to win this game and reduce the score going from 1-3 to 2-3. Still in favor of Ronald Regli.
Yeah, Ronald still got his nose in front, still got the advantage. As we see here, the replay, that was a tremendous break. I was really concerned that cue ball was going to drop. But the brakes held up, and Stefan made it look easy.
I'm pretty sure that they know each other pretty well because they're Switzerland and the southwest corner from Bavaria is pretty close. I'm sure they played some local tournaments.
Could be, I mean,
lot.
could have found out maybe how the results are between them. So you never know how many times they played each other over various events.
However, this is a different thing here, right?
Oh, yeah.
Playing in some house tournament or being in the final of the European Championships. And let's watch the break. Ronald Regli also consistent on the second ball. And also getting the four-railer. I assume it was the four-railer. Let's see in the repeating. Oh, you get this. Here it is. Yeah, the sixth ball is the four-railer. And that's the balls you're looking for. Not necessarily for the four-railer, but the two balls behind the one ball, behind the first. They have like 30-something% to go in, and all other balls are low percentage. But of course, still obvious if you got a four-railer there. But let's see this kick shot here. Is it a resave? Is it an accident? Oh, he left something big here for Ronald. Wide open field, nice shot on the one. So let's see if Ronald can keep this game under his control from one through all those remaining balls. Let it follow for the two on the side. From there it's very comfortable to get position on the three. Let's see what kind of angle he likes to get on the three in order to go down to the four ball. Nice draw, maybe between the 5 and the 7. Notching a little bit the 7, but still very good position here. So we didn't had much safety battles here, maybe in the first game a little bit, but usually you can expect in 10 ball many times you have complicated situations after the break and it goes a little back and forth, the battle for the first ball until someone gets the control.
That's right. I mean, normally in 10 ball you see a bit more of that, but these two have both had an excellent break, really. You know what I mean? There's 3 balls, 4 balls, 3 balls, 2 balls.
That's right.
So it's been...
very consistent too, so far.
Yes, yeah.
Now with this 9 ball he might run into the 10 ball, but shouldn't be a big problem here. Okay, he prevented from running into the 10 and has a nice shot to extend his lead now.
Ronald Regli with a 4-2 lead now. This is a race to 8. Ronald halfway there.
Halfway, all right.
Just see,
How is our women's final going on?
that's where we're just checking on there. At the moment, it's still 2-0 for Veronika Ivanovskaya over Pia Filler. And score still 1-1 over in the wheelchair division.
They seem
Maciej
to,
Brakovic and Joni Datti.
yeah. They seem to have a few more safety battles over there, right?
Yes. Well, if you look there just in the corner of the screen, you see that 4, 8, and I think it was a 7 all on the side rail there in the wheelchair division. So that's going to be a little bit of a match there.
Yeah.
The wheelchairs play a race to 5, and in the women's division, it's a race to 6. Here, Stefan Kasper up to break in rack number 7, trailing 4 games to 2.
Let's see if he can keep his stretch on pretty good breaks so far. Yeah, again.
Oh, cue ball got kicked, but
Yeah.
well, I think they're still okay with a 2 and the 3, and he has got a shot on the 1.
Yeah. The 4-railer was running into the cue ball here,
Yeah.
which happens a lot. I mean, the 4-railer is not a consistent shot. It got only like 5%, right? It's
Yeah.
overrated a little bit.
Only 5%.
It is, I
Is
tell
it?
you. I played like 1,000 breaks just to know about it, you know.
Okay.
I was just curious. So
Yeah.
I guess he got enough angle to... No angle, but anyhow, good position. 4-ball is probably a victim for the side pocket here.
Just a little
Or
control
long.
of the cue ball.
Long in the long corner. 6-ball is nearby. Yeah, let's see if he can bring that game home here. This Mr. from Germany, Mr. Kasper from Germany.
Extension.
He got a little angle, so he's very little. Because this angle would lead the cue ball into the rail. He don't want to have the cue ball frozen to the rail. So either way, he plays it very soft or harder, like he tried here to get it a little bit back out of the rail. And now he has like, yeah, he is not too happy with that. But let's see.
I think he can still take this to the corner and get over the side for the 7. Oh, that's a beautifully controlled shot.
Absolutely, he split the pocket, very center, very good. It's a
Pia
snooker
Filler has
player.
pulled one back over on the ladies division, trailing now 2 games to 1.
All right.
Well, Stefan hanging on in there. This 10 ball reduces the deficit again. He'll be trailing 3 games to 4. And he has. Germany's Stefan Kasper hanging on in there. While the Swiss man Ronald Regli still got his nose in front.
Yeah, it's the biggest stage so far for Stefan Kasper. But
Well, you say
he
biggest stage. I mean, he won the German snooker championships some time ago.
This
Surely,
is a
I mean
European affair here.
Okay, but I mean, it's still a big stage. Surely, I mean, it's not like he's new to the final arena. Surely,
No.
different discipline, but it's unusual. You see the snooker players turn into pool, so it's good to see that.
Well, maybe they are looking for a little bit more relaxed game, you know.
Yeah, it is a complete different game. It's nice, actually, to play occasionally, but this is a little bit more fast and furious.
A lot of people say that it's kind of easier, but first, no, it's different.
No.
And even if they are right, then if it would be easier, then you have more people who can keep control in it, and then it's the more difficult it is to make yourself a name in this business.
Wow,
Right?
have we got a dry break?
Oh, yeah.
We have a dry break. No, with a snooker and a pool, I mean, it's not often. You take Ronnie O'Sullivan, he's played in a few major pool competitions and didn't win. So it's not as easy as it looks. It's like asking Ronaldo to play five-a-side football.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work. And Stefan has cut it in. Oh.
Wow.
Got a fortunate kiss there. I raised his hand to Ronald. Sort of an apology.
Still
or
a
an acceptance.
delicate position here for the 3-ball necessary. He can pot a 2-ball, follow or draw, but he has to come out of the shadow from the 6-ball here.
He wants to get the cue ball about where it is now. Get back up.
He got
And
a
he's
shot.
good.
He got a shot, but not easy. Not easy, but at least a natural position on the 4, right? If you just roll it in. Wrong angle to get comfortably down to the 5.
Yeah, because if he tries to go up top rail and back down between the 8 and 9, it's going to be heading towards the green 6. And that could sort of hinder. I think here, I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to just draw this all the way back. Too many collision opportunities on the table.
If there's an opportunity, I don't see it. Maybe from here the follow looks dangerous too, running into the 9, so he's drawing. Aiming very low on the cue ball. And yeah, that's where it goes, on the wrong side of the 5. You can imagine how much more power you need to get on the other side.
Oh, yeah.
So is he creating... I mean, it looks like a bank shot, right? A long bank, but that is not an obvious shot here because it's so dangerous. He's calling it. He's calling it. But just in case, the main thing was the safety, as you can see.
I think Ronald, he can see certainly a majority of the 5, but if he can see all of it, he may be able to cut this into the corner.
Even if there's the possibility, this is not a high percentage shot. That must be a hell of a shot if he pulls out that one.
Yeah. And
Nice conservative safety here. And whoa.
I should be happy with that, with a cue ball, because Stefan's going to be bridging over the 7.
Wonder if he goes on for the combination possibility here.
He has called it, I think, the 9 to the corner, a 5-9 combination. And that again, another tremendous shot from Germany's Stefan Kasper.
That's precision here. And let's see. If we come back to the snooker pool thing, because I had experience or the opportunity to work with snooker pros in Thailand once, teaching them pool for the
Okay.
Asian Games, they already said after they took the lessons for a couple of weeks, nice shot, look at that, 3 rails, 4, 5.
And he's got that.
Position for the 6.
He raises his hand again there. He knows that that was a little bit fortunate. That could have turned out very, very nasty indeed.
Yeah, come on, you can't win a final with bad luck, can you?
No, you all need a little bit of luck. But some say you make your own luck.
Yeah, and those snooker pros said that you need more precision for snooker to play, more precise technique, but more kind of techniques to play pool.
Yeah, different types of techniques, yeah.
Yeah. So, let's see, he got several options here to play position for the 10. But the cue ball need to travel a little bit here. He did the most obvious thing and a nice position, a nice outcome. Looks like a 4-4 here.
Yeah. Both players at the halfway stage. 4-4 between Switzerland's Ronald Regli and Germany's Stefan Kasper. Race to 8, so it now becomes a race to 4. And just looking over on the women's table, over on table 4, Ivanovskaya Veronica. She is 3-1 up now against Pia Fila. Still that safety battle going on the wheelchair division, table 2. Finland's Joni Dati and Slovenia's Maciej Brakovic. All square there, 1 apiece. I think that was the shot of that rack there, that 5-9 combination. It wasn't easy because he was bridging over to 7. So tremendous shooting there from the German.
Here we got a nice view from the setup.
And now advantage back with Stefan. All square and Stefan breaking.
So watch the 7 ball, that's most obvious for the side pocket. Short this time. Maybe the 4-railer, no, got stopped, so nothing.
Another dry break. That's 2 in a row after we saw 7 superb breaks. We've had 2 now.
He was hitting it slightly on the right, if I remember right. And that was the reason the second ball, the 7 ball, came a little bit too short, probably. Because that's your job as a player. If you make him, it's nice. But if you don't, you have to observe, did you miss them short or long in order to make the correction for the next break when you get the next opportunity.
Of course, he's trying to find the sweet spot on the table. And once you found it, you got to remember where it was. And remember how you played it.
That looks promising. 3, 4.
It's only the 7
5, 6,
behind the 9 there, along the rail. As long as there's enough room.
Not sure if the 7 can pass the 9. If it can, then it's comfortable.
I think he can. It's just a little bit of a tight one. I think he has to get right back up there. But it's from the 6, so that's going to be interesting. Now, got a chance. Take the orange 5 to the corner. Keep the cue ball just on this bottom rail here as we look at it. Take the 6 to the corner where the 9 ball is. Oh, he's got a bit more of an angle there. He'll have to play high English. A little bit of right on this. Or just natural and follow through. I think he'd come up a little short, but he has got the carom. If that's
you
7.
You think he's going to carom into the 9?
Well, if he hasn't got the position and that 7 is tight, then I wouldn't be surprised if he did.
That's the key shot here for that game, to take the lead.
I think a little bit higher up the table, you could sort of trust that 7 drops in with gravity, but you see where the 8 ball is.
He's grabbing special equipment here. He's taking an extension, time-wise and for the cue.
Yeah, these matches are all on shot clock, 35 seconds. He's going to cut the 7, no carom here.
Oh, he let it look easy even.
There was space behind the 9. Deceiving from here in the commentary box. I see.
That's a thin cut here, but 9 ball is... You just have to keep the cue ball on the table, right?
Yeah. And Ronald has. Just going to say there's a nice contingent of the German team there still hanging around. Of course, you have an all-German final over on table 4. And you're there, sitting here. I'm going to cheer on Stefan as he's now again lost the advantage. Ronald Regli with a 5-4 lead, and they've raced to 8 in the Dynamic Billiard European Pool Championships. This is the final of the 10-ball division. And Ronald Regli now just taking a quick time out there.
How quick can it be?
Well, they've got 5 minutes they're allowed.
5 minutes?
Yep, and if they're not back in 5 minutes, then the opponent gets 1 rack. This was the 10 ball. Gives Ronald a 6-5 lead.
That was beautiful play.
So it's 6-5, 5-4 lead. I was counting the other rounds before.
And here we see the nice work from our referees, polishing every ball before they set it up. And you see, it looks like he's doing it by hand. There's no magic rack, no regular rack. We got a template here. Can you tell us about it?
Yeah, it's a template that we've been using for about 15 years, 16 years, where prior to the tournament, then we make small divots in the cloth, so the balls all fall together nicely, frozen. So it's the same for both players. Mm-hmm. Both players will get the same kind of rack. Of course, the numbered balls, that's a random thing. But with the triangle, sometimes you have a ball a little bit open or here or there. But with this system, all balls are frozen. Both players getting an equal rack.
Because you don't see that very often. Just at European Championships and Euro Tour, right? It's pretty common.
Yeah.
It's and other ways they use a lot of times those little magic racks, right?
Yeah.
Those folies or the traditional rack.
There you just saw the other 24 tables, 2 rows of 12, 28 tables here being used at the Dynamic Billiard European Pool Championships. Ronald Regli breaking off in rack number 10.
Oh, that was a nice break. Nice break. He kept also the cue ball in the center, even though it got kicked, but it got kicked back to stay in the center.
Yeah, there's a lot of movement on the table, but only 1 ball
you see
actually dropped. That was a blue 2. So 1 ball is the target, and with the 2 gone, the 3 ball, which is hanging over the other corner pocket. Got to be careful, doesn't want this to travel too far. He's good. A 3 ball up near the corner pocket. But he has got to get down back for this pink 4.
I guess he can still, when he just naturally hit the left side, some left side spin, natural speed, like 2, and then he got this position. Yeah, there it is.
Looking good, and Stefan can see that this rack is slipping away from him.
Yeah, it looks like that. But still some work to do. You know how hard the job is, even though it looks easy. If you lose your focus for a split of a second, you can just miss an easy shot.
Well, I mean, that's how generally the top players do miss, because it's too easy, put it that way. You know, when a shot's too easy, then their focus sort of disappears from 100% down to 70, and that's where the mistakes happen. We've seen it before. A shot that they would normally pot with blindfolded, you know, but just a lack of concentration or a lapse.
Or if they want to, sometimes if they want to cheat the pocket a little bit too much, they want to use the right part of the pocket, right?
Yeah.
And then of course they can make a mistake also over there. And here, let's see, the 8 ball is sitting in front of it. Is he blocking the 6 ball? Is it, yeah? Or is it, can he easily make?
Now he's called the 8 ball.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, he's going to go for the carom, not 6 to the 8. He's going to use cue ball.
Oh, a carom. He's a carom player.
What a shot. What a shot. Most players would have tried to cut the 6 to the 8, and then you lose position. Ronald playing a really, really tough and nice carom. Keep in position. 7, 9 and 10 to take care of, to extend his lead.
Yeah, it looks very promising. Okay, the carom maybe was a gimme for a carom player, but for a pool player they're not so used to this kind of shots. So, but he did very good, very smart also to keep the control here with the cue ball. And let's see, this is natural but soft. Oh, he's playing stronger to go 2 extra rails, and which is too strong, I would say so. Makes it pretty difficult, but still makeable. Oh,
Yeah,
no.
slide the 9 down the rail there.
Yeah.
Back out for the 10 ball. He's looking good. And this 10 ball will give Ronald a 6 games to 4 lead. And
He's
he'll race to
checking.
8.
It's not a gimme here.
No, if that's frozen to the rail, then you've got to hit the rail and the ball 50-50. Yeah.
Okay.
And Ronald Regli now leading 6 games to 4 in this final of the 10 ball discipline at the European Pool Championships. And we are live from Tampere, Finland. We have loads more action coming up. This is the last match this evening. We have the awards following it, of course. But tomorrow we have the 8 ball continuing. We have teams starting tomorrow, so we've still got the 9 ball. So loads of action still coming your way for the rest of this week.
Yeah, I like it that here in Europe that you have all games, I mean at least 8 ball, 9 ball, 10 ball and straight pool in those European Championships. Americans would probably prefer also to have a little bank pool or
One pocket or
in
something,
it,
but
right?
yeah. But I think I mean, don't get me wrong, not disrespecting the game in any way, but it seems to be, it's a little bit of a gimmick game, you know?
Yes, you think so? Don't tell that to a one-pocket player.
No, like I said, I'm not disrespecting it, but it's generally, yeah, it's hard to explain to the general public, you know, that's the problem, I think, there. So that's where you look at it. At least here, all pockets are available. You nominate the pocket, that's of course 10 ball you do, 8 ball you do, 9 ball is where the gods can be sitting on your shoulder or not.
Yeah,
So,
it's an art to accept luck or unluck, you know. It's hard to deal with it if you have something not under your control so much. And here in 10 ball, it's about making good decisions. You have to call the shot, so it's about decisions here. Who is a good decision maker?
that's right. And here, I think Germany's Ina Kaplan just nipping around the back there. That's where the players go for their special break.
Stefan took a timeout, right? Everyone has 1 timeout.
1 timeout, and they get 5 minutes as a maximum.
So you might use the timer to go to your refrigerator, grab a beer and come back to continue to watch that match.
And when he says you, he means you guys and girls at home. It doesn't mean me. I've got no beer in the fridge. We have some of the sponsors here who have put out a fridge, and they are promoting their non-alcoholic beer.
Crisp is the name of it,
Crisp,
isn't it?
that's the one. There you see.
I tried one already, and yeah, that's
It's okay.
something. That's
Yeah.
something.
There you go.
And I'm not a beer drinker usually, right?
No, that's right.
No.
No. And there, our head referee, one of the head referees of the EPBF, Miha Vovko. He's from Slovenia.
Tell us a little bit about the organization here. How many players do we have here? How many
wow.
tables do we have here?
Tables, 28. Referees, we've got 12. Plus tournament leader, plus the media team, and the office staff, and the local organizer. I mean, you've seen out there the buses that are coming, picking players up, dropping them off here, there, and everywhere.
Yeah,
so
we need 2 big buses to get the players back and forth to the inner part of the city where the hotels are. And here's the break. This time, you see, he made it with some correction, and this time he missed the second ball behind the one a bit too long this
but
time.
it's still a dry break. Knuckled a few of the balls.
He played probably a little bit harder, that makes it longer and more straight as well. However, there's a lot of details into the break, but let's see. What a thin cut here from Ronald. He looks way more comfortable in this match than in the semi-final match.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I didn't see much of that. I did say I was in the office, but I heard a little bit about it. Asked a few people how the matches are going. That's where I heard about the 3 10 balls Ronald missed.
No, he's in a very comfortable position. Let's see the overview again here. And yeah, here we see 3, 4.
This 5
5,
might
6,
move,
7.
but nowhere dangerous. He's got the pink 4.
The 7 might... No, the 7 is after the 5 is gone. Then
5
it's
is
fine.
down. It's good because he goes back down for this green 6 to the right of the screen, and the pocket for the 7 will be open.
Yeah, the hopes for Stefan are pretty limited to come back to the table in this game. Low left, 2 rails back in the center with the cue ball. Yeah, a little bit more center, and he would have had a more comfortable angle, but he's still in control here. Because the 6 is close enough to the pocket to create a little angle he needs for the 7 ball. Yeah, here it is. And that's a fine position.
There's 8, 9, and 10. We'll put Ronald onto the hill.
Let's see if how accurate can he draw it between the cue ball between the 8, between the 10 and the 9, and that's very good. So that's a 7-4 lead, isn't it? If he makes that.
He's got to make it first. Let's not count the chickens before they've hatched.
Well, maybe that was the mistake I did all the years.
Yay! So Ronald Regli gets on the hill, now leading 7 games to 4. Needs 1 more for his first gold medal. I wonder how the heart is pumping there. The thoughts going through your head. And remember, the semi-final, he missed 3 10 balls in a row. Just looking around the other scores there, and Slovenia's Matej Brakovic is looking like he's going to break the home nation's hearts here. He's got a 3-1 lead over Joni Täti. He can never write the Finn off, though. I think he was 4-0 down in his semi-final against Sweden's Henrik Larsson. And, of course, we know how the result went, because Joni is over on the table in the final. In the girls, we have all-German affair. As I said before, Veronika Ivanovskaya just got the slight advantage there, leading Pia Filler 3-2. Oh, now it's 4-2, just come up on the scoreboard. Ronald Regli breaking to close out the match and claim the gold medal.
Yeah, Ronald Regli on the hill and a wide open game here. He got, no, not a second ball, but a 9 ball was going in the corner pocket. I can imagine where this 9 ball was sitting in the pack. But
and the pocket is open. That 1 ball does go past the orange 5. And just the red 3, and just sitting a little over close to the side rail there.
that's right, but
He's got a good angle here on the 2 to get position there. Oh, gotta be careful. Wow.
that's good parking service here,
Yeah,
right?
that is valet parking for you. Wow. If you had ball in hand, you couldn't really place it any better than he put it there.
So he really shows that he has his nerves under control right now, not like the semi-final match.
Yeah, there's still a few balls to go. Let's not get ahead of ourselves yet. Anything can happen. It is the final. There's a gold medal at stake.
I almost feel a little sorry for Stefan Kasper because, yeah, he didn't have much opportunities here, right?
But he hasn't done much wrong either.
No.
You know, just a couple of breaks dry, and Ronald has capitalized on it.
Yeah, that's a natural 2-rail position for the 7, 8. Nice angle, so you can expect also. Here you see the
Yeah, a little bit. Got to think. Stefan, I think he's resigned himself already to a silver medal, but it ain't over yet.
That was a clean final so far.
Oh,
is
yeah.
he still holding his nerves, or is he adding another missing 10 ball here, like he did before? Oh, he remembers it already, you see?
It's nervy out there. It's nervy.
Looks good, looks good.
Well,
Match
this
ball.
for the gold medal. Ronald Regli. I think he's at his bag. Just getting...
Oh, yes. Taking a little water
Yeah.
and enjoying the moment.
Ronald Regli for the gold medal. This 10 ball. Yes, he takes it.
Ronald Regli, the new European champion in 10 ball over Stefan Kasper from Bavaria.
That's
Here you
nice.
see.
They know each other, that's for sure. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The new European champion, Ronald Regli.
That was quick.
Yeah, that was not quite an hour. So that's the way to do it. Unlucky Stefan. I'm sure your time will come. Played a great tournament here in the 10 ball.
Stay with us.
I'm sure people will remember Stefan Kasper.
And stay with us. I'm sure they're going to switch the cameras to
I
the
think
other
so.
finals, right?
We have, yeah, I think so. They're going to turn over there, I think, because we have Finland's Joni Täti He's trailing Slovenia's Maciej Brakovic 3-1. That is a race to 5 there. Finland hoping for a gold medal. They might only get silver. And in the ladies division, providing I am up to date over here at the back of the hall, Veronika Ivanovskaya still got a 4-2 lead, but these results I'm looking at could be a little behind. So we'll see in a moment how we're going to do this. I have to go and have a little bit of a look around just in case I'm required for some reason out there.
So,
But I'll
thank you.
come back to join you. If you want to stay here, that'll be cool, because I
Okay.
think we're going to move over in a moment. I'm just finding that out for you. So
All right,
stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's see what's going to happen here.
Yeah, we're going to have the award ceremony, obviously, after all matches have finished, but we still have. And there we are at table number 2, where we're going to see the wheelchair division, the conclusion.
And it's in the wheelchair, it's a race
A
to...
race to 5 there. And it's 3-2 for Maciej Brakovic of Slovenia, leading Finland's Joni Dati. And Maciej there, getting ready to break off.
And the score here is 3-2 in favor of Brajkovic from Slovenia, the one who is going for the break now in the race to 4. Let's see how they break here. Oh, look at the cue ball. Oh, almost scratched, but okay, it was pretty powerful, but not that accurate. But the result looks okay. I mean, especially for... I'm not a wheelchair player, but I can assume if the cue ball is near the rail, it's better for them than being in the center of the table, isn't it? What do you think? And the other match between Veronika Ivanovskaya and Pia Filler is still tied. 4-3 is the lead from Veronika. And it's a race to 6. And let's see, he is parting this one ball very accurately with possession on the 2. That looks promising for Brakovic. That would be something to win here, this championship, especially against the crowd favorite here from Finland, in Finland, Mr. Tati. Enough angle, I guess, to make a stun over the rail for the cue ball back to come out for the 4 on the side, like this. 5 is sitting in the corner, but okay, it makes a 5 kind of easy, but the position from the 5 to the 6, that's interesting. Let's see what kind of angle he tries to get on this 5. The key ball might be 6 to the 7. I know that his opponent, Mr. Tati from Finland, has a huge collection of European titles. I don't know how big the collection of Mr. Brakovic is, or if it would be something very special to him, or... Or is it almost routine? I don't think so. I guess every European final is very special, no matter how many titles you got on your account already. Look at that cue ball. Oh, it's still there. It's hanging. Oh, that's close. Does he have a shot from there, or is the corner in the way? Looks special, but the 7 ball, there's no shot on the 7. I guess the 10 ball blocks the 7. But if he has a shot on a full shot on the 7, not only a corner of it, then he might play like a safety, a stop shot maybe. Keep the cue ball behind the 8, sending the 7 ball on the other side. But the stop shot out of the wheelchair, elevating the cue, that's a task. Probably more like a follow version of a safety then. Yeah. Bring the cue ball into the foot rail. No. I was thinking about more follow, bring the cue ball in the foot rail and bring it back behind the 10 or... Anyhow, this is the opportunity for Mr. Tati to come back even, to even out that match. 3-2, he's behind. Can he make this 3-3? Uni Tati. He's checking, but looks like he has a shot here. That the 8 ball can pass the 10. Look how he holds the cue. It's interesting. I like it. And this 10 ball. 4-3-3. And here you hear the applause. Mr. Uni Tati is really a celebrity here in Finland. People know him. Here are the key situations. Here's the another end of the hall, the last table there. You see the match between Veronika Ivanovskaya and Pia Filler. Still going on, still on 3-4. And here the break from Mr. Tatty. Made something. But no shot on the one ball. I really admire what they do here. I mean, it's not easy to play 10 ball out of a wheelchair, I can imagine. This is amazing. And he's calling a push, obviously, but this is more like a safety. I guess he will get it right back. I guess Mr. Barakovic not even taking a look at this, because that's tough. So Mr. Teddy has to play that shot by himself. That's a kick shot. Two right probably. 1, 2. Hitting accurately the one ball. And maybe he left a shot for Mr. Barakovic. Yeah, obviously enough room for the one ball to pass the 9. But the 2 ball is frozen to the 8, so he has to draw the cue ball a little and try to calm into these 2 and 8 ball to release them in order to continue his inning. Missing that because probably he was putting too much draw into it, you see. If he would have hit it more accurately, it would be even, he would have missed this combination even more. Too much draw. But he didn't left much, so. And with this 2 and 8 ball frozen to each other, it's like an insurance left on the table that you will get another chance to come back. So they can play pretty relaxed at this one ball until this 2 and 8 will be released somehow. If they don't get a serious shot, a serious opportunity to shoot a 1 and open this little cluster. Let's see. It's a race to 4, right? No, it's a race to 5. I got this now. I was checking because I was not sure. Before I was saying it goes to 4, but no, it's a race to 5. Sorry about that. Now we know. Nice window gap there. And even though he can pot the 1, I mean, I hope he has a shot on the 1, because then we come closer to. No, he needs a little curve to get this 1 ball in. Can he create a curve? Can he elevate his cue enough? He's checking his perspectives. He's kicking at it, probably trying to get a safety. And what a safety it is, look at that. He kept the cue ball right between, behind the 7. That's hard. Let's see if this forces Teddy to create a foul, or if Teddy is accurate enough here to get a 2 or maybe 3 rail kick into this one ball. Long rail, short rail, long rail again, kick, and he needs a rail after contact. Oh! It's a foul. You know, we got the rule in pool. After the kerm, something has to hit the rail. Not like in snooker, where you can just touch some ball without hitting the rail after the kerm. But here in pool you have. After the kerm, something must hit the rail. Or the pocket, you know. So with ball in hand now he has, of course, the opportunity to create that angle to pot the 1 ball and let the cue ball travel into this cluster and open it. Like that. But, oh, didn't went the way he wanted to. He has a thin cut on the 2. Is it enough? Is it still possible to cut it that much into the corner, or is he playing for another safety? Yeah, another safety. So it goes a little back and forth here, like we know it even from the men's normally, but our final was a pretty open one. And by the way, we got another game here. Veronika Ivanovskaya won another game. So she's leading 5-3 over Pia Filler, the better part of the Killer Fillers. And she took a timeout. That's a nice position. 2 ball for the 3. And now does he has enough angle to go down to the 4? If not, he has to... Okay, it's more about follow shots here. Oh, that's nice. Right between 6 and a 10 to come back out there to have a shot on the 4. That's accurate. Not easy to cut that long, and he made it. And got position. But it's in the center of the table, so he needs probably the bridge again. And he has to draw it back a little. I mean, also the follow version would need a lot of power, so I expect a draw shot here to get as close as he can, a little bit closer at least, to the 7 ball. And you know how difficult those draw shots are when using the bridge, don't you? And he did very well. 8, a left side spin to bring it closer to the side pocket, not too close obviously, and from there back to the center of the table. Now he got a natural hit on the 9 ball, thin cut though, and needs pretty soft speed to bring the cue ball back near the center, not the total center, a little bit shorter, just like that. Nice position for the 10, and that looks pretty promising to get a 4-3 lead in our race to 5. For Mr. Brakovic. From Slovenia. You see a few more shots from that game. Again. And here we see the women's final with Veronika Ivanovskaya on the table and leading 5-3. Still some work to do here, I guess. And I see the 3 ball, but anyhow, here's the break from Mr. Maciej Brakovic. He's on the hill, race to 5, leading 4-3. 9 ball on the break is nice, but it's 10 ball here, so but when you see he got a good shot on the 1 ball. I guess natural pass of the cue ball might pass this 4 ball. Not sure about it, you know. Can the cue ball pass between the 4 and 8, going to the short rail and out for a 2 ball in the side pocket? Or will the cue ball run into the 4? I mean, it will certainly with a slap shot, but natural? I guess so. From this perspective, it looks like just like a natural follow. Short rail and out for the 2 ball in the side. It is. He's checking when he makes a little draw, almost tangent line shot, because it's harder to hold the cue ball for the 3 ball in the side pocket, but easier to play the position for the 3 ball in the corner, isn't it? No. I heard a big applause, so I guess the women's final is over. And here it is, Veronika Ivanovskaya won.
Champion in the women's division from Germany, Veronika Ivanovskaya.
Veronika winning 6-3. Both of them played great tournament here. So this is our last final here, our last remaining final. The wheelchair division. And he's calling the 8 combination 4, 8-ball combination. And he did good, keeping the 4-ball in front of the pocket. Now I wonder where he places the cue ball for the 5, either by the upper or lower half of the 5-ball to bring it into the head or foot corner pocket. So he's going for the head corner pocket. And he even got a little angle, just enough to bring the cue ball a little bit out of the rail for more comfortable position on the 6. Little extension. Those extensions on the cue, they are getting more and more popular. I mean, we had them already, I guess the first time I saw it was in the early 90s or so, I guess. And they look pretty ugly, but now you got very modern, sometimes even custom-made extensions for your cue. And yeah, awesome what those cue manufacturers are coming up with. Nice shot. 2 more balls for Mr. Brakovic. And he is the new European champion in the wheelchair division. Can he get those 2 balls? He made a 7. He got an excellent position on the 10 ball. So this is the match ball. He's leading 4-3, race to 5. This is the match ball for Mr. Brakovic, becoming European champion. It's the match of shot of the tournament, though. All right. Mr. Brakovic winning over the local hero, Mr. Tati, in the wheelchair division. Congratulations, and I hope you enjoyed our time here with us at the European Championships on your screen. I hope you will be back with more action tomorrow. Tomorrow starts 8-ball. Let's come back for 8-ball. Thank you very much. My name was Ralf Eckert, and see you next time.
Competitor from Finland, Tati.
That would be a disaster.
The award ceremony will take place tonight in not so long time from now, so please stay with us. chess.
Wheelchairs, they're all here, so this is good because they go first.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will start the prize ceremony, and we will start with the wheelchairs division. And first of all, I want to introduce the presentation parties for you. Please welcome the Vice President of the IGBF, Mr. Tommy Laminahal. Please also welcome the honorary member of the IGBF, Mr. Uwe Weiland. The winner of the bronze medal and third place from Poland, please welcome Emil Manamorski. Please also welcome from Sweden, Henrik Larsson.
Well, things get a change.
Silver medalist, welcome from Finland, Jorgen Täti. The European champion and gold medalist from Slovenia, please welcome Ante Drajkovic. Please raise the national anthem of Slovenia. And we turn to the women's division, and the bronze medalist from Spain, Silvia Lopez. And another third place and bronze medal from Turkey, Eylül Kibayaklu. The silver medalist from Germany, Pia Filler. The gold medalist and the European champion from Germany, Veronika Ivanovskaya. Please raise for the national anthem of Germany. Starting in the men's handball from on the bronze medal and third place from Norway, Mikael Ødegaard. award and a bronze medal from Poland, Wojciech Szczerski.
Different color this time. That breaks the curse, maybe. Maybe. Thank you.
Silver medalist and runner-up from Germany, Stefan Kasper. The European champion and gold medalist, please welcome from Switzerland, Ronald Regli. Please raise the national anthem of Switzerland.